Malaysia Climate Action Simulator, MCAS, visualizing greenhouse gas emissions now to shape our future. Climate change is affecting every country in the world. It is disrupting national economies and affecting lives and livelihoods, especially for the most vulnerable. Weather patterns are changing, sea levels are rising, and extreme weather events are becoming increasingly common, affecting more people in the world. To effectively address climate change, we need to redouble our current efforts. Much is being done around the world, but so much more action is needed. The world must transform its energy, transportation, industrial, agricultural, and forestry systems to ensure that we can limit the increase in global atmospheric temperatures. In 2015, world leaders met in Paris and committed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions under a common platform, the Paris Agreement. Under the agreement, the global community sought to limit global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels and pursue efforts to limit the temperature increase even further to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Each signatory submits its own national plan, setting targets for emissions reductions and specifying pathways by which it aims to meet those targets. A few countries have set ambitious targets, including achieving net zero well before 2050. Malaysia have committed to reduce its economy-wide carbon intensity of 45% in 2030 compared to 2005 level. It is time to transform words into action. What does a low-carbon pathway look like? How can we get to net zero emissions? How can emissions reductions from the implementation of policy be estimated? How do mitigation measures affect air quality and alter land use? How do our lifestyles affect greenhouse gas emissions? Is there any tool that can easily show this relationship? What is the full potential of carbon emissions reductions in Malaysia? A communication tool can help everyone to engage in the policy conversation. Is there any tool that can be used and understood by the general public? Simulators are the essential tool to help answer these questions. Through simulations, we will be able to understand the potential pathways and scenarios for future emissions. A simulation tool is necessary to explore the relationship between human activities and greenhouse gas emissions. It allows the users to choose different mitigation options through changing of technologies, fuels, land use, and lifestyles, and to get insights about how emissions will change based on these choices. Malaysia has developed a simulation tool called the Malaysia Climate Action Simulator, MCAS, which allows users to run a series of technically possible low-carbon future scenarios through 2050 to visualize national greenhouse gas emissions trajectory over time. Why do we need a simulation tool for Malaysia? MCAS functions as a scenario painter that allows the user to choose any level of ambition for decarbonizing different parts of Malaysia's economy, and the calculator then shows how your choices affect Malaysia's emissions expressed as carbon dioxide equivalent. MCAS is a tool that can serve as a communication and awareness tool that is open and easy to understand, which aims to bring together policymakers, industry leaders, academicians, and civil society into climate change conversations and engagement in exploring various pathways for Malaysia to transition into a low-carbon nation.
4 reasons why the MCAS tool is unique. Different behavioral and technological options. It brings together all sectors of the Malaysian economy, such that greenhouse gas emissions options can be visualized in a common space, including implications for energy security, air quality, lifestyle, and land use at different ambition levels. Immediate calculation of impacts. Different combinations of mitigation choices result in different impacts or outcomes for Malaysia. different transition pathways, and comparative analysis. It is easy to use and provides a common language for discussions on strategies for implementing climate change mitigation measures and on how to evaluate various decarbonization pathways. 4. Transparency. It is accessible, open, and transparent. It is built in a spreadsheet format, published online with all key assumptions documented, and expert stakeholders have been consulted throughout the build process. For more information, please visit the Malaysia Climate Action Simulator website at www.mcas.my.